This is the story of Mpx 729Y, my Tribsa. My Tribsa was inspired by Les Crush. Les's Tribsa wasn't a calf racer, which is what I liked about it, so I decided to build one. This was the start of it. This was 1981-ish, 1983, it was finished. There it is, finished in 1983. It had a mag alternator and in black. A couple of years later, Mpx 729Y turned blue. And I put a Puma timing cover on it and got rid of the mag. And there we have Mpx 729Y, my bike. I sold it in 1985, regret selling it ever since. I looked for it, couldn't find it, looked on DVLA, disappeared. 40 odd years later, my friend WhatsApped me with a picture of Mpx 729Y sat in a garage in Kettering, which is where the guy lived that I sold it to. Turned out Cliff Goring had died and his widow, Michelle, had put it up for sale. 3 frantic hours of negotiation, I managed to get my bike back after persuading her I was the builder. And there we go. 40 plus years later, it's back. Because Cliff unfortunately died and it had sat in a garage in a sorry state. But as it was when I sold it. So the plan is Project Tribsa. Strip it down, make it good again. I preferred it when it was black. Don't know why I changed it blue. One of those things. And the reason I couldn't find it was Mpx 729Y became RVS 467. Cliff changed the number plate. Makes sense now. So my aim is put it back to its former glory when it was a dark colour. My plan is black frame and probably a dark metallic blue paint job on the tank, and go back to the yellow style Tribsa writing, but probably go with gold leaf. My grandfather had some gold leaf and was a sign writer, so I'm going to try and incorporate some of his gold leaf into the bike, which would be a nice touch. It's mine again after all of this time, and now I looked for it and couldn't find it. Thank you, Michelle, for letting me have it back. So a bit more on Mpx 729Y. I would have never got it back without Bob Foster, my mate, who found it for sale, and without Bob, this wouldn't be happening now. So thanks very much, Bob. So we got T140 front forks with 2-inch over tubes. It's a T140 tank which has been shortened to fit the frame. It's a 6T bottom end, 6T crankcases anyway, and 650 barrels with 650 9-stud head with letterbox rocker boxes. When it was originally built, it had one single Mark II carb on a manifold, which I then changed once it was turned blue to twin carb and had stubs welded in the head, so it's parallel. The original Mark IIs are in a box of bits that came with it, and Cliff had changed it to Mark Is. It's got Triumph slick shift gearbox. Here's the Puma timing cover. Back wheel is Triumph BSA conical hub. I'm really pleased that my original Speedo is still on there. I love that Speedo. And round on the primary side, we have a hole in the outer primary chain case. 2 holes. I don't know why Cliff did this, but I've now got new old stock replacement. I do plan as a second part of a rebuild, once it's up and running, my long-term plan is to fit an electric start, potentially. Alton, the French company, make an electric start for the Commando. Same setup as pre-unit Triumph, pre-unit Norton. It should fit with a bit of adaptation. I will need to potentially make a new inner chain case, but I have that ability. I have machining facilities, so to make an inner chain case shouldn't be too bad. So long term, that's going to be a future project once it's up and running. First, most important thing, get it refurbed, get it up and running, start using it again. Oh, last thing, there are some really bad bits on it. One of them being the seat has totally destroyed the mudguard, but from what I remember, it's a drag spec one. Should be able to replace that. That's about the worst bit, really. What the internals of the engine's like, who knows? But it will come apart and we'll find out. And here's my main mechanic, who will be helping.